Hey everybody, getting ready to do some basics here. So we're going to get into all of our basic postures, how to set them up, and to get warm because it's pretty cool in here this morning. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start on our backs in Supta Baddha Konasana. So that's where the pads of your feet are together and you're laying. If this is too much for your hips, go ahead and put a block or a shoe box or something under each of your knees to support them. And you can let the hands be up, palms up or palms down, either way. Just letting the breath level out. Intention to set for our class today. Maybe it's something you want to bring into your life, something to let go of. Maybe it's just to be present. Exhaling all of the air and breathing in together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And out 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And in for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And out 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Taking a big breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, let it go. Another big breath in. Sip in a little more. And exhale. And hold. Push down a little more. Inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Returning to that even breath your body needs. Finding that intention once more. Before opening the eyes, pulling the knees up and into your chest, giving yourself a little hug here. Hanging onto the right knee, allowing the left to go long along the mat, flexing the left toes back towards your nose, and then circling the right ankle. And changing directions. Taking the heel towards the ceiling, toes flexed back toward that leg really straight. Pulling the toes back towards your nose, pushing out through that heel, engaging that leg, and either interlacing your hands behind the thigh, the calf, grabbing that big toe, or finding a shirt or strap to put on the ball of that foot, pulling those toes back towards your nose. Gently let the leg open to the right, using that to support your leg, maybe at the shin. Trying to point those toes towards the ground. Still pulling the left toes back towards your nose, which engages that left leg and pulls that left booty cheek back down to the mat. Bend the right knee, take it across your body towards the floor, stacking the right hip on top of the left, extending the right arm out along the floor, gaze back over towards those right fingers. And then roll onto the back, pull the knees into the chest again. Hang on to the left leg, allow the right leg to go long, flexing the right toes back towards your nose, engaging that right leg, keeping the booty cheek down, and circling that left ankle. Changing directions. And then extending the left heel towards the ceiling. Again, you want that leg fully engaged. The left toes pull back towards your nose, and like you're pushing out through that heel, making that leg fully engaged, and the hands can interlace behind the thigh, calf, or grabbing that big toe with your peace fingers. Turn the toes out, and then slowly let the leg open, supporting the leg with the left hand. Engaging that right leg, pulling the toes back towards your nose, really that thigh bone toward the ground, keeping that booty cheek on the mat. Bend the knee, take it across your body towards the floor, stacking left hip on top of right, extending that left arm. Gaze towards those left fingers. Inhale, you relax the spine. Exhale, you can twist a little more. Rolling onto the back, pulling the knees into your chest again. Rocking here. Even taking some big circles with those knees, stretching out those hips a little. Taking your heels towards the ceiling, toes flexed back towards your nose, pushing ankles, calves, knees together. And heels towards the ceiling. Interlace those fingers. Pointer finger, you're going to pulse up towards those feet for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time, both hips and shoulders come off the mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shins come parallel to the ground, knees directly over your hips, hands interlaced behind your head, and we're going to do some bicycles here. The right leg extends long along the mat without touching the mat, and the right elbow goes to the left knee. For 30, switch, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, you can do it, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your knees into your chest and go, ah, yay. Rolling forwards and backwards, coming to forward fold, the front of your mat. So we're going to check in with 2 fists down between our big toe mounts. Take a nice bend in the knees. Let the belly come down between the thighs. Notice I took my knees out a little bit to let my belly really get down in there. And then let the head hang heavy. It's going to be a little harder for me to hang heavy today. My hat keeps wanting to come off. And I did not bring a hair thingy. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the arms overhead. Look up, reach up, stretch up. Slow neck down, forward fold. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the arms overhead. Look up, reach up. Exhale, the hands to Tadasana. So the palms are by our sides, palms forward. Tall, shoulders back and blades down. Tailbone lengthens away from the head. Pulling the belly in. And because I'm already starting to get warm in my heaters, take this little shirt off. few sun salutations to get us a little more warm. Inhale the arms overhead. Swan dive down, forward fold. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, and we're just going to step back here. The sun salutations, you would be jumping back, but we're going to find our down dog. Inhale, forward plank, lower halfway chaturanga, drop the pelvis, uncurl the toes. Coming up on those fingertips, pushing the toes into ground. Inhale up, cobra. Exhale down, plant the palms, curl the toes, knees up, belly first. Push it through to high plank, hips go up and back, down dog. Inhale here. Exhale, hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, half back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale to Tadasana. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, step it back, down dog. Inhale, forward plank. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Drop the pelvis, uncurl the toes. Fingertips claw the heart forward, cobra. Exhale down, plant the palms, curl the toes, shoulders level with elbows. Push it up to high plank. Hips go up and back, down dog. Big breath in. Look between your hands. At the bottom of your exhale, hop forward. Inhale, half back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the arms overhead. Look. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, the arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms. Step it back, down dog. Inhale, forward plank. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Drop the pelvis, uncurl the toes. Fingertips, cobra. Exhale down. Plant the palms, curl the toes, knees at belly first. Push it through to high plank. Hips go up and back, down dog. Big breath in. Look at the hands. At the bottom of the exhale, hop forward. Inhale, half back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms overhead. Look up, reach up, stretch up. Exhale to Tadasana. Good job. Inhale the arms overhead. Look up, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot stays there. Left foot steps back. Low lunge. Fingertips pull the heart forward, finding that cobra here. So you notice I don't have to have the weight in my fingertips. I can have my hands up. All of my weight is in my legs. My right knee is directly over the right ankle. I'm up high on the back toes. Back leg is nice and engaged, and it's fully straight. Belly comes off of that thigh. The back heel rotates to the mat. Arms windmill up, finding our warrior two. Trying to get that right thigh bone as parallel to the ground as we can. Pushing into the outside edge of that back foot, finding the inner arch, pulling the right knee over towards the right pinky toe, which will allow us to go to that inner arch as well. Pulling in on that core, so up on the Mula Bandha. So that's like when you're trying to stop pee with the core. Getting that transverse abdominis going by pulling up on that Mula Bandha. Gaze over those front fingers, shoulders back and down. In through the nose, out through the nose. Flip the front palm, take it up and back to reverse your warrior. Left hand goes down, back thigh, right hand goes up. And then exhale through that warrior two, coming into extended side angle. So taking those fingers as far forward as you can. Then the right elbow comes to the thigh. The left arm comes directly in front of you. Palm goes up. And then keep sweeping that arm up till it's tricep to cheek, and then look up underneath that left arm. The top glute, or booty muscle, pulls you back, while that bottom one pushes towards the side of your mat. Top arm pulls you up, warrior two. Notice my knee did not straighten any. Now I can straighten it, moving into triangle pose. Take my right fingers as far forward as I can. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Then the right hand comes outside of the shin to a blocker to the mat, and the left hand goes up towards the ceiling. So we're stacking left hand on top of right, still pushing out to the outside edge of that back foot and into the ball of the front foot, engaging the bottom two ribs on this top side, which will allow you to, instead of being curved like you see here, it'll allow you to straighten out. Both hands come down. Coming up high on the back toes, low lunge. Big breath in. Big exhale out. Step forward, forward fold. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Your right foot steps back. Low lunge. So again, set up that low lunge, coming up high on the back toes. Left knee directly over the left ankle. Belly comes off of the thigh, and all my weight is in those legs. The back heel rotates to the mat. Arms windmill up, warrior two. That back foot should be parallel to the edge of the back mat, or a 45-degree angle. Trying to get my front thigh as parallel to the ground as we can. Again, pull up on the mula bandha, in on the core. Shoulders go back, blades go down. Gaze over those left fingers. Into the nose. Flip the front palm, inhale the arm up and back, right hand goes down back thigh. And then exhale through that warrior two, extended side angle, so taking those left fingers as far forward as you can. Then the left elbow comes to the knee, the right arm comes perpendicular to the body. Up, pull the shoulder back, and then continue that journey of the arm and ending tricep to cheek. This time it's the right booty cheek, the one on top, that's pulling you back, while the bottom one is pushing forward. Looking up underneath that right arm. Top arm pulls you up. Straightening the front leg, pushing into the ball of the front foot. Pulling in on that core. As you extend those left fingers as far forward as you can. Keep going, keep going. Then let them come outside the shin. The right hand goes up towards the ceiling. That right top booty cheek is still pulling back and still pushing forward. Engaging those right two. The bottom two ribs on the right side or the top side. Pull your shoulders up slightly. Both hands come down, bending into that front knee, coming up high on those back toes, low lunge, big breath out. Step forward, forward fold. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms overhead, look up, reach up. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale the hands to heart center. Moving into tree on the right side. So picking up those right toes, setting them back down. And then the left foot comes to that kickstand. Pushing foot into calf and calf into foot. Engaging that glute. To pull that left knee open even more, keeping the hips square to the front of the mat. Shoulders back and down, pushing those hands together, trying to make one line with your forearms and keeping it parallel to the ground. Finding that balance, finding that drishti, that spot to stare at that won't be moving. It'll help with that balance. The left knee comes forward and up. Making a 90-degree angle in the bend, thigh parallel to the ground. Without the foot coming to the ground, slowly take that left heel back till our knees are parallel, and then pull that heel up as much as you can. And left foot meets right. Going into tree on the left, picking up the left toes, setting them back down, grounding into all four corners of that foot. The right foot comes to the calf, pushing calf into foot, foot into calf, engaging that right glute, pulling the knee open, up on the mula bandha, in on the core, shoulders back and down, hands pushed together, forearms parallel to the ground. Drishti. The right knee comes forward and up, making the 90-degree bend in the knee, pulling the toes back towards that knee. Without touching the ground, the right foot goes back till the knees are parallel. Pull that right heel up as much as you can, making that glute and hamstring work. Mainly the hamstring. Right. Inhale the arms overhead, look up, reach up. Swan dive down, forward fold. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot stays there. Left foot steps back, low lunge. Set up your low lunge first. Then the back heel can rotate to the mat. Arms can windmill up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, take it up and back to reverse your warrior. Exhale through your warrior two, extended side angle. Right fingers go forward, then the right elbow to the thigh, left arm sweeps in front. Getting that nice line of energy from the hand down to the ankle, engaging that left side body, so pulling in those bottom two ribs, straightening it out here. Top arm pulls you up, warrior two. Straightening the front leg, moving into triangle pose, taking those hands as far forward as you can, and then outside of the shin, the left hand goes up. Again, right booty pushes forward, top booty cheek pulls back, and pull in those bottom two ribs. As you gaze up at those left fingers. Both hands come down the lunge, coming up high in the back toes. Set up your low lunge, moving that left foot in a little bit if you need to. Belly comes off the thigh as you inhale the arms forward towards the front of the room like you were holding a ball. And then all the way up, finding that balance, Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. So the right knee should be directly over the ankle. The right hip pulls back as the left hip pulls forward. Slowly take the gaze up. Exhale the hands, left elbow over right knee, twisted lunge. Pushing elbow into knee and knee into elbow. Both hands come down low lunge and step forward, forward fold. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot stays there, right foot steps back, low lunge. Set up that lunge. Fingertips pull the heart forward, out of those fingertips into the legs. The back heel rotates to the mat, arms windmill up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, take it up to reverse your warrior. Exhale through your warrior two, extended side angle. Fingers go forward, then the elbow to the knee. The right arm sweeps in front, pull the shoulder back, continue the journey. Pull in those bottom two ribs, inhale. Exhale to twist a little more. Top arm pulls you up, warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Take those front fingers as far forward as you can, and then outside of the shin, right hand goes up. Top glute pulls you back, bottom pushes forward. Pull in those bottom two ribs. Inhale. Exhale to twist. Both hands come down. Low lunge, setting up that low lunge. And then inhale the arms forward, ball. And all the way up, Anjaneyasana, left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward. Bend into that front knee again. Pull in that core. Relax the shoulders. Hands come to heart center, right elbow over left knee. Twisted lunge. Gaze over that left elbow. Straighten that back leg. Both hands come down the lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Step forward. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms overhead. Look up, reach up, this time grabbing opposite elbows. Bump your hips to the right, pull your arms to the left. Look up underneath that elbow. Inhale back to center, bump to the left, pull to the right. Inhale back to center, release the hands down. As fingers up or fists, take a bend in the knee. Knees. Take the chest up and back for a mini back bend, pushing down on those glutes. As you go back. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms overhead, look up, reach up. Hands come together and down to heart center, moving into tree. On the right, grounding into the right foot. The left foot comes to the kickstand or the calf, pushing foot into calf and calf into foot. Engaging that left glute to pull the knee open. Finding the control of our breath again. Pulling up on that Mula Bandha, in on the belly, shoulders back and down. This time, growing branches in those arms. The knee comes forward and up. The right hand stays out as the left hand, without looking, just knowing hand-eye coordination, The left hand reaches down for that left toe, even bringing the left knee up. So now we have some balance with one arm here. Even extending that leg, to toe and toe into foot. Doesn't have to go all the way, just as far as you can. And then slowly release. Hands come back to heart center, moving into tree on the left. Grounding into the left foot, picking up the toes, putting them back down. The right foot comes to the calf, pushing foot into calf, calf into foot. Pulling up on the Mula Bandha, in on the belly, shoulders back and down. The right knee comes forward and up. The arms extend, finding our branches. The right peace fingers go down for the right big toe. Staying here, finding your balance. Extending that right leg as far as you can. And then down, slowly release. Hands come to heart center. Inhale the arms overhead. Look up, reach up. Swan dive down, forward fold. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot stays there, left foot steps back, low lunge. Wiggling the toes back a little more, coming down onto the front of the knee, letting the hips sink forward, finding a stretch on that left hip flexor, the front of the left thigh. And then hips go up and back, half Hanimasana, half splits. Pulling the right toes back towards your nose, pushing down with the heel, fingertips claw the heart forward. Slowly walking forward, bending into that front knee. Left hand goes down, right hand goes up as those hips sink forward, keeping that right knee over the ankle. Reaching back for that left foot. The release, curling the back toes under, walking your hands to frame the front left corner of the mat. Lizard. And coming up, picking up that back knee, finding your low lunge, big inhale, exhale, step forward. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot stays there, right foot steps back, low lunge. Wiggling the right toes back more, coming down to the front of the knee, letting the hips sink forward. And then hips go up and back, Hanimasana. Pushing down with that left heel as you pull the heart forward. Bending into that front knee, right hand goes down, left hand goes up. Letting the hips sink forward. And then reaching back for that right foot. Slowly release, curling the back toes under, walking your hands around to frame the front right corner of your mat. Walking back to center, picking up the back knee, finding your low lunge, big breath in, big breath out. Step forward, forward fold. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms overhead, look up, reach up. Hands come together and down to heart center. Moving into tree on the right, picking up the right toes, setting the back down. Left foot comes to the calf or all the way up to that inner thigh, if you so wish. Growing some branches. The knee comes forward and up, bending at that 90-degree angle. Reaches down for the left toes. Slowly extend the leg as much as you can. And then take it out to the left. Trying to get those hips and shoulders parallel to the front of the mat. And gently release. Left foot comes down. Hands come back to heart center, moving into tree on the left. The right foot comes to the same place as the left. So if it was at the calf, it's at the calf. If it was at the upper thigh, put it at the upper thigh. Pushing the hands together, pulling that Bula Manda. Manda Bula. Oh gosh, now my word. Extending those hands, finding your branches. The knee comes forward and up, bending at a 90-degree angle. The right hand reaches down for the right toes. Slowly extend the leg. Just like before, take that leg out to the right, squaring hips and shoulders to the front of your mat. Pushing foot into hand and hand into foot. And then slowly release. Right foot meets left. Hands come to heart center. Inhale the arms overhead. Look up, reach up. Swan dive down, forward fold. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. The forward fold. Plant the palms and step it back. Down dog. Inhale, forward plank. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Drop the pelvis, uncurl the toes. Fingertips claw the heart forward, cobra. Exhale down, take a cheek to the mat. Let the arms go long along the mat. Chin comes back to center. Hands interlace behind the head, pushing the elbows, hollowing out those armpits. Push the shoelace side of your foot into the mat. And inhale the chest and arms up off of the mat, taking the elbows back as far as you can, pushing down with the feet. Notice I can still talk here, breathe easily. Exhale down. Take opposite cheek to the mat. Let the arms go long along the length of the mat. Chin comes back to center. Plant the palms by your chest. Curl the back toes under. The knees are up. The shoulders are level with those elbows. And from here, push up to high plank. Hips go up and back, down dog. The right leg raises for three-legged dog, setting up for pigeon on the right. So bending the right knee, bringing it into your chest. Find the right wrist next to the edge of the mat. The left toes slowly go back, letting the pelvis come closer to the ground. The left wrist, or the left heel, is close to the left hip crease. And then you can come down to those forearms once you have it set up appropriately. Slowly walk the hands up underneath you. The hands come by the hips. The left hand reaches back for that left wrist, or that left ankle, Trying to square the shoulders to the front of the room, or the front of your mat. Slowly release, plant the palms, curl the back toes under, pick up the back knee, front foot goes up and back, three-legged dog. Right foot meets left. Left leg raises, setting up for pigeon on the left, just like the other side. The left coming in behind the left wrist on the outside edge of the mat. And then the right heel comes to the right hip crease. Slowly wiggle those right toes back, getting the pelvis as close to the ground as you can before coming down onto those forearms. Slowly walk the hands up underneath you and back by the hips, pulling those knees towards each other. And then the right hand reaches back for the right ankle, the hips, and the shoulders to the front of your mat. Gently release, curling the back toes under, planting into the palms, back, front knee goes back, three-legged dog. Pointing those toes towards the ground, and then left foot meets right, full dog. Walking your feet to meet your hands at the front of the mat, forward fold. Fingertips claw the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Take the booty down till it hits the mat, rolling onto your back, pulling the knees into your chest, giving yourself that little hug here. Hanging onto the right knee, allowing the left leg to go long along the mat, flexing left toes back towards your nose, circling that right ankle. Changing directions. Taking the right heel towards the ceiling, toes flexed back towards your toes, and maybe grabbing behind the thigh. You grab behind the calf, or if you were at the calf before, maybe this time you grab that big toe. Engaging that left leg, pulling the toes back towards your nose, and trying to pull that thigh bone closer to the ground. Finding a little more flexibility than when we started. Turn the toes towards the outside, and then let the leg gently fall open to the right, letting the left arm come out as a counter lever. If that's the word I'm looking for. Bend the knee, take it across your body, stacking right hip on top of left, gaze over those right fingers. Rolling onto the back, pulling the skin. This time hanging onto the left, allowing the right to go long, flexing the right toes back towards your nose and circling that left ankle. And changing directions. Left heel goes towards the ceiling, so again, figuring out where you're going to hold this time. That leg, engaging the right toes, pulling them back towards your nose, the right thigh goes closer to the ground. The left leg is fully engaged as well. Shoulders back down to the mat, we don't want them off. Turning the left toes to the outside of your body, and then letting the leg open, the right arm goes out. To counter that balance, counterbalance, there we go, not lever, counterbalance. Yay, I found it. Bending the knee, taking it across your body, stacking left hip on top of right. Inhale. Exhale to take that left arm out and twist. Always twist on an exhale. Rolling onto the back, pulling the knees into your chest, giving yourself that hug. Bringing the bottoms of your feet to the mat, setting up for a bridge. So we just want the fingertips to be able to touch the heels, no more than touching. And then we make our robot arms, 90-degree bend in the elbows, palms towards each other. We slowly walk those shoulder blades underneath us to where we're more on our shoulders. Notice I now have more of a pronounced curve in my lower back. You're going to push into your feet as you inhale the hips up. Trying not to use the glute muscles, we want to use the legs here. Should be no tension in the neck. Exhale down. Take the shoulder blades underneath you a little more. Inhale the hips up, and maybe you can get your hands underneath. Again, no tension in my neck. Trying not to use my glutes, just my legs. Pull the knees back towards each other. They like. And down. Keep the shoulder blades here. We're going to do that one more time. Or if you have wheel in your practice, you can feel free to go into a wheel. So we're going to inhale, take the hips up off the mat. And either here, you place the hands underneath the waist, or you take the fingertips on the mat by your shoulders. Try not to have your hair in the way. Don't need to pull that. And then slowly into your hands, extending your arms fully. If you can't extend your full arms fully, then go back down. You don't have the muscle to push up. And then exhale back down. Pull the knees into your chest to counter that bend. Take your hands between your knees, grabbing the outside edges of your feet. Happy baby. Pushing elbow into shin, shin into elbow, pulling the tailbone back down towards the mat. And then slowly release one foot and then the other, taking up as much room on your mat as you need for your Savasana, your corpse pose. And here, you can do anything you want. If you would like to have a block between your shoulder blades for a heart opener, or a block underneath your hips for a pose, you can do that. If you want to take your mat against the wall and do 10 minutes with your feet up the wall, that's like taking a 30-minute nap. It just helps rejuvenate your body that much. It's a good place to take your Savasana. Sometimes I like to just feet out wide, my knees in together like they are here. Taking your arms wherever they're comfortable. You can even sit up if you prefer and use this as a full meditation. Because we have done the work, and now it's time for the magic to happen. As you let the mind go blank. Who needs to get up and leave right now? Know that the light within me honors the light within you. And I'm bowing to you and saying namaste. For everyone else, I'll see you in 8 minutes.